And boom, just like that, we should go. We got sound. We got everything good to go. Welcome to another amazing edition of Tuesday with Todd. I'm your host, Todd. Hey, how's it going? How is everybody doing out there? If you could help me with one little thing as I'm trying to sync everything up and make sure that it's in group to group that it needs to go to. If you are a member of our success group and in the private members group, if you could go in there and share the link, that would be amazing. For some reason, it is not letting me go live in the group. Everything was synced up, everything worked, and it'd just keep pushing it back. So if somebody could just get in there, put the YouTube link in there to the live OSG, that would be amazing. And from there, hey, we'll just start checking in with everybody and see how everybody's doing. So we got that, we got that, we got that. Boom, there it is. Now we're good. Ed, good seeing you. Good evening to you. Ed, I hope that's right. Ed, can I call you Ed or should I call you Edward? Ed, you tell me what I should do. Jesse, always a privilege to hear and see you. Thank you for stopping by. And Jesse would like to say hi to everybody. Jesse, say hi to everybody. Everybody say hi to Jesse. Jesse always makes sure he leaves comments, he leaves reviews. He's an amazing YouTuber. So why don't you, check out Jesse while you're down there. FU, Facebook user. That's what that stands for, FU, Facebook user, because I don't know who you are. Because as we have proven, Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice together. And when they don't always play nice together, we can't see who you are. So one of the ways that we have around this is if you head over to, I got the little link here. I just didn't expect to have to go to it so quickly. If you head over to oursuccess.group/Facebook, then you can give StreamYard permission. We'll see who you are, and we'll be able to see who this is commenting. Otherwise, it's going to keep coming up as FU. The other option is you can head over to our YouTube channels, FatDadLive.com or LiveOSG.com. Head to either one of those, get over to our YouTube. While you're there, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the stuff the kids tell you to do, and boom, when we go live, you'll be notified for it. All right. So we're back in here. There, I didn't even think about Eddie. Eddie, come on, cousin Eddie. No, see, Ed. Ed's fine. Perfect. We're good there. Renee, good to see you. Hiya. And Renee, hey, 2 weeks from this weekend, Kansas City. You need to think about that one, right? What you don't know about Kansas City, we'll talk about that. Kevin, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for saying hi to Jesse. And there we go, Terry. Good evening. I'm a tad out of focus, am I? I look focused on this monitor. How do I look to everybody else? Do I look in focus, out of focus? Do I move too fast? Do I move too slow? You tell me. Because I can adjust it here, but on my screen, I look stupendous. So you just let me know from there. Kirsten, thank you. Kirsten. Hi, hello, how are you? And look, another Facebook user. 2 of them. We got 2 FUs, 2 Facebook users. Listen. Facebook and StreamYard do not play along. So if you just head over to the YouTube channels, guess what? You'll be able to see it just fine. Otherwise, I'm not going to know who you are. I'm not going to see your comments are and that. But that's fine. I'll just see saying FU. We'll do good. We'll do fine with that. What else? Is that the one you're roomie for? That could be Minnesota. We'll talk about Minnesota as well. Kansas City, whole fam's going for Kansas City. So if you're in the Kansas City area, we'll talk about that soon here. Jerry, good here in Ohio. Good to know there. Vic, focus is good. All right. Thanks for that. It is refinancing my home to consolidate my $83,000 of a debt in hopes I can free up funds to get started in a small business and add a laser engraver to the wood shop. Maybe afford to join this group properly. Ed, there you go. There's taking some initiative. There is an action taker. Ed's doing what he needs to do to be able to make his business work. Good for you, Ed. If you need any help along the way, you know where to find us. We'll be here for you. Looking good, FU. I know. Looking good. I know. I think Kirsten, I think it's because I just see it and it's right there. And it wasn't until I brought it up, I looked down at the other monitor and I'm like, ooh, that's Kirsten. Like 10, I know that one. I got that one right down there. Rooming with Todd? It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time by any means. All right. So what are we going to do tonight? Tonight, we're doing a little Printed Htv. Yes, Printed Htv, because we had to print that ball. Because this ball, I don't know if you can see it, there's actually one red, yellow, black, white. So there's 4 colors. 4 colors in that. We did it at Printed Htv. Now, why Printed Htv over DTF, you ask? Great question to ask. I'll give you 2 great reasons. One, actually, I'll probably give you a few great reasons. A lot faster to press these. These press at 5 seconds, 250 degrees. So a low temp, quick time, boom, boom, done. just turn and burn on them. The other thing, our DTF printer went down. Waiting on parts that were not supposed to be here till sometime tomorrow. It sounds like they showed up right before we went live. So now I'm in that dilemma. Do I ditch the plans for this evening and rebuild a printer tonight, or do I just get up with the fresh eyes and look at it tomorrow morning? Probably fresh eyes. That's what we're probably looking at doing. So this is what we're doing, and this is what we're going to make. We're going to make the little headbands. That's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to show you all about that process. Super fun, super easy. I love doing the printed HTV transfers. It's been our bread and butter up until we got the DTF printer, and we still use it for quite a bit. I like it because we use the matte vinyl, so it doesn't have that glossy feel or that glossy look to it. It's still got good stretchability to it, and hey, the colors on it, great, everything with there. So those are what we're going to press tonight. So we're going to walk you through it, show you how quick we do them. We got the rest of them to finish off because, hey, team stuff's picking back up. Woo, state's back open. So as more things come back in, hey, we'll be right there for you. On my list of stuff, let's see. This is what we're going to talk about, Ed. So anyone going to Kansas City DAX this year, that's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from this weekend is Kansas City DAX. We will be there. And by me, I mean OSG. Aaron and myself will be there. We have a booth. I think, what else do we got going on? We got something. I thought there was something else going on. We'll have to double check with Aaron because I know we've got a lot of stuff coming up soon. And I can't 100% remember all the time. And I don't have it in my show notes. But I know that for Kansas City, which is July 9th and 10th, that we will be there. So we are going to be there. I'm going to have the whole fam there for that one. And maybe Renee, we'll see what her idea is, if she'll be there. But that is July 9th and 10th for Kansas City. Next up for DAX is going to be in Minnesota at Treasure Island, August 3rd and 4th. Now, that may be the one that you were thinking of, Renee, because Treasure Island is on the Indian Reservation. I believe that has the casino, right? It has a casino, but it has the water park, it has the bowling alley, it has the arcade. We figured what a good little, end of summer trip to go on. Here it's the beginning of August, middle of the week, we'll head up there. Well, as of yesterday, the bowling alley and the arcade are only open on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The water park is not open at all. So I don't know if the whole fam is going to go to that one because that show is on a Tuesday and Wednesday. So the water park won't be open, the arcade won't be open, the bowling alley won't be open. So there won't be a whole lot of things for the fam to do while we're at the trade show. So while in theory it sounds like a great idea, I don't know if they're going to go. So we said we'll just keep calling. We have until, I believe, it's like the Friday before to cancel because we're going to stay that extra night. We had to, and we don't know. So that is one I'm going to, and maybe that is the one that Renee can join me in if she decides to, hey, just come across the street up there. But that is DAX show is going to be August 3rd and 4th. And then we round out the DAX schedule with the amazing, always festive, always a good time, where my heart lies and where OSG was born is DAX Chicago in Tinley Park, August 27th and 28th. Now, that one, we will be going up. We'll be staying the night up there. I believe we're actually staying in the convention center this year. I do believe so. Across the way is Buffalo Wild Wings. Chances are there will be a little after-hours party over there. That one, like I said, is August 27th and 28th. So we'll be, we're only 2.5 hours away. So we'll be getting up bright and early in the morning at Friday morning, going there, staying the night, and then coming back on Saturday after it. So that's those are the DAX shows. Kansas City in 2 weeks, July 9th and 10th. Minnesota, August 3rd and 4th, and DAX Chicago, August 27th and 28th. Now, you can find out more information on these shows by heading over to, I got the little thing for it, oursuccess.group/DAX, DAX. And what I think I can do too is I can go ahead and do this, and then I can drop this bad boy right in here. So to find out more information on the DAX shows, posted the links in the comments, so go check those out, find all the information there. Also in between this time is going to be on July 23rd and through the 25th is the Applique Getaway. Now, the Applique Getaway is going to be down, I gotta get rid of this banner. Applique Getaway is going to be down in Dallas-Fort Worth, right? Dallas-Fort Worth is where that is going to be, and that is going to be July 23rd through the 25th. Now, our very own Aaron Montgomery is going to be teaching 2 classes down there. So if you're in that area, you should definitely attend for those. On Friday, he's going to be teaching going from hobby to business, 5 keys to success on that. And then on Saturday, conquer fear and live to tell about it. So 2 classes. Aaron is teaching down there at Dallas-Fort Worth for the Applique Getaway. And now for more information on that show, super simple. I got another little link for you to follow. You can just head over. I've got it right here. Boom. OurSuccess.group/AG. And I can put that one right here in the comments too. So Applique Getaway, 23rd through the 25th of July. We've got those DAC shows coming up, rock and rolling, ready to go. Next up, tomorrow we have our business planning webinar. Hey, I'm telling you, this is something that is free that you need to go. This is to me, it's often like one of those overlooked things when it comes to a business. I mean, we all kind of got started, didn't know really what we had to, what we were doing. We just kind of said, hey, next thing you know, we have a business. So business plan will really help you not only stay focused and stay in business, but it's like those guardrails. Like think of your business as the roller coaster. It's got its ups and its downs and its turns and its outs and do. And the business plan, those rails that those cars are rolling on. So they're always going to keep you on track, going in the right direction. No matter how many curly cues left or rights are there, they're always going to keep you going forward. So that is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. Now it is free to attend. You can sign up for it at OurSuccessGroup.com/survive. And just for signing up, we're going to give you our free template to the one-page business plan. Does that sound right? We're going to give you our one-page business plan template for free. That sounds way better. So we're going to give you that for free for just signing up for it. Now, there is some other things in there that you can sign up for the VIP where you're going to get full access to ask questions live during it. You're going to get a recorded version of the webinar, and you're going to get our full business plan template, not just the one-pager, the full business plan template. And that's only $9 for that. So definitely check that out. OurSuccessGroup.com/survive. Now, if you are a member of OSG, guess what? You don't have to pay that extra $9. That's included in your membership. Another perk of being a member, right? How cool is that? What we do ask, though, is if you can share this. I mean, we're T-minus 23 hours. We'll just be finishing up this webinar this time tomorrow. So please, if you are a member in any capacity, whether in the free group, watching on our page, as a true member of the membership group and our Masters of Success, please share this link and invite as many people as you can. Share the event, do everything, because we would love to have an enormous turnout. And the best way to do that is with you. You guys are our best customers, and you guys are our best mouthpieces. Hey, you tell us what we need to hear, what we want to train on, what we need to do, and you can relay that information to others. So share this, OurSuccessGroup.com/survive. That is tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central. Get in, get early. Let's do that. 2 more items of business, and then we can get right down to pressing some Tide headbands. All right. Next thing up, these ones are 2 simple ones. Don't forget, we do have a sticker deal still going on. Now, that sticker deal is going to be right here. Use the code STICKERDEAL10. Save 10% till June 30th, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. Right till the end of the month. And where do you do that at? You just do that over at FatDadWholesale.com. So there's a whole sticker deal over there. You can go over there, find it. Thank you stickers. I think there's some Tumblr instruction stickers. We're putting a couple of different ones on there, and I'm going to try and bang out more this week to have on there. Hey, through the end of the month, you're going to be able to save 10% on that. That's a June special for there. And then finally, winding everything down. Yeah, winding everything down. We do have this going on. Where is it at? Club OSG. That is still going strong. We're having a great time with it. And if you don't know what Club OSG is, this is what I have. Let me break it down for you. Minimum times twice a month after Tuesday with Todd here. We shut this feed off and we just go right over to our Club OSG, our private members group, and we talk more about the products that we did. So if we were to do a Club OSG tonight, it would be on these tieback headbands. We talk about where they came from, what we paid for them, what the whole decorated cost was, everything about them and what was in them, and then how to market them, how to get more things into them. We would do everything we could to make you comfortable selling this product. And not only selling this product, but selling it for a profit. Ooh, how crazy is that? Selling stuff for profit, right? Like legit, everybody wants to make 4 cents an item. Come on, no. We're in this to make money. You're in this to sell these to make money. And that's what this, Club OSG is a big part of that. Because not only do you have that on Tuesday with Todd, where you do the demonstrations, we go ahead and we talk about pricing, we talk about marketing, we help you understand the product more. Then you get Small Business Saturday with Aaron, which is really dives in the nuts and bolts of the business. Everybody can show how to do things, but to really build your business, both personally and professionally, Aaron is a master at that. Jack Canionfield certified trainer as he is, can really get into it and really give you the information that you need to succeed. So you get those. So it's every Saturday at 9 a.m. Now, if you're an OSG monthly member or a Club OSG member, you get those. Now, Club OSG is still on sale for this month. Now, at the end of this month, I'm just going to double check here, because right now, $19.97. Then next month, it goes to $24.97, and that's it. That's the price that it is. Last month, we had amazing pricing. This month, you got a break in the pricing. Next month, no more. So definitely check this out. There's options for monthly, 6 month, and yearly to sign that up for. Great information. That's what we have on that. All right. Let us get us into some comments and see if there's anything that I missed. It was Corey's suggestion. I always blame it on Corey, right? It was Corey's. Sandy, hello. Thank you for stopping by. FU, Facebook user. That's what that stands for, not FU in this. What's my favorite printed vinyl to use? So the only one that we use is the Caesar High Five matte. That's all I use. I don't use anything else. I've loved how this works. I love the texture. I see I'm doing it backwards, so I need to go this way. Ha! I love how it works. I love the colors that it produces. I love the matte finish with it. I love everything about it. The biggest thing that I love about it is the low press temp, and short press time, because this applies at 250 degrees for 5 seconds. Now, you may not believe me that that's what happens, but we are going to show you that shortly. We are going to press some more of these because we do have more to do. We're going to show you just how simple and easy it is to press. And hey, that's why I love that stuff for there. What has higher profit margin, as in fastest to make and turnaround HTV or sublimation? And that is a great question. It really depends on what your product you're making, because you can do names and numbers and you can bang those up pretty quick, on HTV. Sublimation, you can bang out some stuff in less than a minute. You're printing, you're pressing. Other stuff is going to take longer. Each one is going to present its unique challenges and pricing structures. So I don't really think that there's a higher profit margin, as in fastest to make and turnaround time, because it depends on the product itself. Both have its place. We will still do both of them. I am not a sublimation on shirt guy. It scares me because I know what I'm doing. It just scares me because I can screw it up fairly easily. Hard goods, I'd rock it out. But on the soft goods, I'm not the greatest. I have no problem telling people that. So it really depends. Now, the other thing too is pricing subjective. Pricing depends on what your overhead is, what it costs you to run your business, what it costs you to have your business, whether you're there or not, because businesses do cost money. There's a monthly charge that comes with a business. Nobody gets free power, free internet, free rent. There's always a cost associated with your business. And that is there whether you're there at your business or not. So what it comes down to is finding out what that cost is. Now, if you sign up for our memberships and our success group, you can go through our 5 keys program. And our 5 keys program, one of the keys right there off the bat is, knowing your numbers. Hey, that's what we got to do. It'll walk you through step by step on how to figure out what your number should be, what it should cost you to be open every hour, whether you're there or not. And it really gets you down to a firm way to price, which leads into the second part, just pricing for profit, because hey, we're all here to price, right? We're all here for profit. That's what we're in this for. So it leads you to price for profit, so that way you're able to do those things correctly. And then there's some follow-up, some marketing, some delivery, since that process, the more production and workflow, there's a lot of great things in that initial 5 keys. And in fact, those 5 keys are being redone as a standalone course. I'm hoping to have those out by the end of summer. Each one will have its own module with many different sections in there. It is going to be some powerful information that is really going to help somebody grow their business. So look forward to that coming out. All right, what else do we have here? I only be able to go on the 27th, but at least I'll be able to go. Great, Cindy. We will be there on the 27th in the OSG booth. You're going to stop by because we're going to be there and you're going to be there. So cannot wait to see you there. But see, what else do I have? All right. Is OurSuccessGroup.com just for apparel. So, do you know similar groups for woodworking folks as that is my prime interest? No, it is not just for apparel. It's for everything, because the main basis behind it and the teachings that we offer and the classes that we offer can be applied across any business. There's a lot of marketing things in there. There's a lot of business side of things in there. We did an Amazon class not too long ago, and it really opened people's eyes because they thought that they wanted to do Amazon until they realized how much was in it, and how much effort it took to really get good at Amazon. They realized, hey, this is not for me. There's been some design classes in there. We've had Clay from Curl Trainer in there teaching the class. We do a lot of well-rounded things so it should be able to cover any business. Currently, this next 5 keys that we're setting off is your business planning. So we have the free webinar tomorrow, like I said, and that is going to lead right into the next set of 5 keys of our business planning set. And that's for every business. Doesn't matter what business you're in, having a sound business plan is a great idea and something that I highly suggest doing, which is why I say, hey, tomorrow, stop over. Make sure you sign up for it. Come watch the webinar on it. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to learn why a business plan is so important and why you must have it to survive. All right, Jesse, got to go. I know we'll talk to you later. Eric, thanks for stopping by. Okay. Now, without further ado, let me get over here. We're going to get this banner out, and we're going to switch cameras, and we're going to go press these. I'm going to show you how to do it, show you how quick it is. It's super simple to do, and to me, I love doing it. I love doing some Printed Htv. So let's switch over to this camera. We've got this. I'm going to take a little sip. I'm going to meet you over at this camera, and I'm going to show you how simple it's going to be. I gotta move that bad boy here. To take this, to take this and turn it in to this. Ta-da! It's gonna be super simple. You're gonna be like, hey, all right, I can do these all the time, because you can. I love the Printed Htv, and like I said, my big things that I love about it is because of how simple they are to do. How simple they press, or how quickly they press, is the big thing. And the low temp. When you're pressing at 250, you don't really have to worry about screwing up a whole lot of things with it. I was just trying to find my crease for it there, because these came, and they've got the crease in the center. Even better, that means I don't have to measure anything or try and figure out the center point, because that's going to be close enough. So we'll load these up here. We'll try not to sneeze, because I just had a sneeze come on for it. Open these bad boys up. We'll lay them across here. Now, do you need the pressing pillow? Probably not, but it does have, because of how thin they are, but it does have the seams on it. And so when it has the seams and I'm doing something for a quick time and I really don't want to take the chance on it, I'm going to use it. I have it. Why not use it, right? There's no reason to not use it. So here we go. We've got 5 of them lined up. You're going to get your transfer. This is how they're going to come to you. You're going to peel off this back. And the best way I found to peel off the back is fold the white back on itself. I think you can see that. Fold the white on the back, because the white will fold over and then the clear carrier sheet will stay. So then you've got that simple peel off. All right. Simple peel off. Now I do, find the center point if you want. If you want to be that person, be that person. If you don't. I'm not going to judge. There you go. We're going to line it up. Now it is the adhesive backing on it. Now this is going to be a little tougher for me to see, because the camera's here and I'm right behind the camera. So I'm working over the camera. Like I said, take another one. Got it here. Once again, if I just fold it back and press, most times, now it's going to prove me wrong, right? Most times the paper will stay, and then you can just peel it right off. So you'll do that. They said it takes longer to press these, or to line these up, to do all this, than it does to press them, because it presses at such that low temp and that short amount of time. It literally 5 seconds. You're done. So think that it all comes back in here. And it's just like a lot of things where it's just the process. I keep forgetting to do this in front of you guys. The process is simpler than it takes to get to the process. So we've got that one. Can't forget lids. Keep wanting to bring it close to me. See how easy those peel off from there. I'm going to make my center. Ta-da, ta-da. And boom. Okay, so we've got these on here. 250 degrees, 5 seconds, no joke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, done. These are done. Watch. Done. 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 How quick and simple and easy was that? 3 colors. Boom. You know, and I probably could have did 2 and had the black and all that. But no, I was able to print it out. So why not do that? So now we're going to see how quick and easy this is to do again, because we've got some more. You know, that's why I figured, hey, if I'm doing a job, why don't I show you guys what I'm working with and as I'm doing the job? You know, what better way to do it? So you just line these up on here. It's got that fun little crease on it. And if you didn't want to use the pillow, I mean, you can fit even more on here. You got a bigger pillow that takes the whole thing up. You can fit more. This is what I had handy. This is what we had here. We're going to finish these ones off. And then I think we're good. I think these were the end of it. Yeah. Because that's when I thought, I was like, oh, I should need to stop doing these because I can do this for Tuesday with Todd. So once again, peel off. Done. Brooklyn in the house. Line it up. Doom. Super simple. We got another one. See, pop off corner. And I just, you know, you fold and find the center if you want. I can see where that is. I can see where that is. That needs to come down a little. I really need lights on this thing if I'm looking. And traditionally, I'm like right on top of it so I can see. Being over it, it just really throws me off on it. Here we go. And I think I'm going to need one more. Because then I can tell you these came from our friends at Amazon, because that's where everything comes from, right? No, they were actually, they could get me get them to me the quickest. So that's what it went to. It does look like I'm going to need one more. So I'm going to grab one more. Then I can show you how Amazon ships them. Amazon ships them, one in a bag, has a hanging hook at the top, peel off the bottom. Just about how everything shows up from China, right? Open it up, slide it off the back, done. So we open it up. We put it on there. Ta-da. We'll get Zoe on there. Kick it open. Super simple. Like I said, you know, easy breezy. Cover girl. Put that on there. And now, 5 seconds, 250 degrees. Here we go. There you go. And done. Oh, and Zoe's went up there. Zoe's tried to go up there with it. There it is. Done. 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 250 degrees. 5 seconds. Look at that. Ta-da. And as you can see, there's the white behind it. You can see all the colors in there. There it is, all the way around. That, my friends, is Printed Htv. Now, we're going to come back over to this screen, and we're going to answer any questions that you may have. And then we're going to wrap this shindig of a show up, unless you have anything else for me. All right. Boom. Hello, folks. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. What do you like to know? What more can I help with? Never printed on HTV. So the printer that we use is a eco-solvent printer. Now, there is a type of ink that I have heard called Eco Rush that they are calling an eco-solvent printer that you can use in some Epson printers. I have not messed with it, so I do not know if it is something that is tangible, but my experience tells me no. There is still a process with that. You're still printing on a printed HTV and you're running it through a vinyl cutter. You're still doing that. You're still limited by the size of your printer. 54-inch eco-solvent. We can print as small or as big as needed on it. So that's where we have for that. That's what we use that for. Material comes on rolls, prints on the roll. We are good to go for this. 5 seconds. That's correct. Facebook user, 5 seconds. So Kirsten, hopefully that answered your question. We have a 54-inch Roland VersaCam that we use. We use that for our printed HTV. We use it for banners, our canvases, our decals, our stickers, our window perf, our floor graphics, our wall graphics, our car wraps, anything that needs printed, we do that. And we also offer that service to you guys wholesale. You can always head over to FatDadWholesale.com. I can kick that banner up here. You can see all their print needs. If there's something that you need printed that's not on there, just shoot us a message. Chances are we will print it. We just don't have it on the list because there's not a big call for it. Magnets, banners, or magnets. There's a couple of magnets, flags. Those are a couple of things on there because we will do full flags and go through there. But there's a couple of things that we don't have listed on there, but we're more than welcome to help me out. Let me kick off this banner because it's going to keep throwing stuff around, or maybe not. We'll see. I need to be one of those printers. So for us, it took us a couple of years because what we did was we farmed everything out. So when we needed banners, when we needed decals, when we needed transfers, printed vinyl transfers, we just had somebody else do it. So that's kind of in this position that I'm in now, as I've helped other people by printing their transfers for them. And in that time, they saved their money and they were able to purchase equipment on their own, start doing it there. And then we're able to mentor them to help them get a better understanding of their printer. We do that for people every day. So you don't need a printer. You can always sub that out to somebody. What we did find out, though, excuse me, was we started with the 30-inch one, and we quickly outgrew it. 30-inch wide, there's a couple things. So in the line of Rolands, you have your BN20, which is your 20-inch one. Then you have a 30-inch and a 54-inch. So the BN20 provides amazing quality, but it's slow and it has a limited selection of media. And what I mean by media is things that you can print on in a stock format. Now you can get the bigger rolls, the 54-inch rolls, 30-inch rolls, and you can cut those down to be able to fit for it. But as far as stock selections, it just doesn't have a lot. It does have a small footprint, produces amazing quality. It's just slow and stock media isn't there. Your next one up is your 30-inch one. 30-inch one is going to be great. If you're doing decals, if you're doing transfers, if you're doing things like that, it's going to be perfect for it. Where that does not work well at is in banners because you only have 30 inches, okay? So what that means is you can only do banners that are 2 foot. So you can do 2 by however long that you want, but you can't do a 3 by 6 without welding or seaming it together. So that's where we found, hey, we quickly outgrew that one. We went from that 30-inch and we went into the 54-inch. Now the 54-inch, that means we can do 52-inch banners, not a problem. Anything bigger than that gets seamed for as wide as we want. The other thing too is before, if we wanted to do a 2x4 banner on our 30, it was 2 foot by 4 foot long. Now, if we do a 2x4 on ours, it's the other way, where we have the length of it and it's 2 foot that way. And we take care of all that for you. So, you don't need the equipment, but if you are going to go with the equipment, go as big as you can. It is a big printer. You're talking 7-8 feet, is what you're looking at, maybe close to 9, depending on the printer wide. With the Rolands, they do come with the cutter with them, which is a plus and a minus. It's a plus because, hey, as soon as it's done printing, you can go back and cut, or you could cut first, you could print. What you run into, though, is most things, if you're going to laminate them, you need to pull it off so you can laminate it. It needs 24 hours to outgas, and then it can go back on the cutter. Well, if you're putting it back on the cutter, you can't be printing. So if you get a separate cutter, then your print process just goes to print, and then it can go to cut. So it always frees that up if you have the space, because now there's a larger area that you're going to need because of just the space requirements that are needed for both those machines, the 54-inch or the 30-inch, along with 2 cutters for it. Now, on ours, it does great at normal printing and normal cutting, but sometimes on small things, it just doesn't like it. It's not made to be a cutter. I mean, let's be honest, it'll cut things, but as far as fine detail, that's not what it's made for. The Graph Tech is made for that. So a lot of times we'll print on one and cut on the other. So that way we're able to keep rocking things out and keep pushing from there. Hopefully that answered your question on that. No pre-press? Nope, I didn't pre-press those. I did one before, didn't have to pre-press it. It held up, so I did not pre-press them. Nice, thanks. If you, Facebook user, because I don't know who you are. Remember, if I can't see who you are, we don't know who you are, there's a couple options. What you can do is you can head over to, where's that little thing at? OurSuccess.group. That's OurSuccess.group/Facebook. give StreamYard permission, then they'll show who your name is. The other option, which it seems like a lot of people head over to, is fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Either one of those will get you over to our YouTube channel. And while you're there on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that fun stuff. So, hey, guess what? When we go live, then you'll be notified and we will see who you are. All right. You're welcome. Can you do live on how to laminate stickers and make magnets with the Roland? So, fun fact on making magnets. Now, magnets is a giant pain in the rear end, mainly because of the weight of the magnet and because of the metal case. So I have to stick cardboard underneath there, and then I have to go ahead and run it through that way because it is a giant pain in the rear. The weight, the way the motors move, doesn't always cut perfectly. So my ideal magnets are square magnets. So then I can just cut them with the sheets. Some of the other ones I've cut by hand. Other ones will have a die punch and we'll roll around it. Magnets are one of the things that I try not to do, but we'll do them. I offer them, and I have another place that what they do is they have a CNC cutter. So we can print out the roll of magnet that'll put reference marks on it. They'll lay it on their flatbed CNC to scan it in, and it'll go through and cut everything out for me. So the other way is on magnets is to just print on vinyl and apply that right over the magnet. So that way you're rock solid, ready to go. Now, as far as laminating stickers, so when it comes to stickers, the only time we really laminate stickers is customer request or if it's going to come in contact with it. So like football helmet decals, we'll do those, backer boards, or the but why did I just the blocker boards in hockey? What did I just drew a blank? Yeah, blocker boards. The boards on hockey, anything that's going to come in contact, a wrap. For us, we have a manual. I don't even think you can see it. There's not over here. We have a manual 30-inch, 40-inch roller that we'll just roll it through that way. Super simple to do. We use it for applying to signs. Yeah, we can definitely do a video on that. So printer cost. Good question. Printer cost is going to depend on size and which one you get because they're out there. New one, you're going to look at anywhere from on the BN20, about what's that at? About 5,000 now, up to the 54-inch VG2 TrueVis, and I think that one's at about 19,000 right now, maybe 24. Let me. I'm not 100% sure on the high end of it, but I will look and see because there's the 642, which is one size bigger, and if you're not, unless you're doing like a ton of wraps and things like that, that is not something that you definitely need because 22,000 for the 640, and let's see if I can kick back and if it'll tell me what the other one. Oh, why? I don't want to sign up for your stuff. I just want to see where you're pricing it on stuff, homie. That's all I want. 18,000. So 18,000 on the 54. Not horrible by any means. But when you have the business that's there, and that's why I tell people, hey, when you get it and money is there, and sub everything out, sub it out, take 10% back, hold that there until you have the money to either afford the payment every month, so you're consistently selling enough decals, enough banners, enough whatever to make that payment on the machine, or until you have enough to buy the machine outright. Because there is one other benefit about when you sub things out. When you order something from me, it shows up and it's ready to go. Done, right? Doesn't always work that way on our end. Sometimes there's a print issue. Sometimes there's a cut issue. Sometimes there's just something that happens. So we have to go through some testing. There was we were trying to hit this color and it just wasn't working how I wanted. So because we did this, we color matched this, and then we did decals for them as well. So everything matched. We had to go through a couple different things. So, it was probably 6 foot of material that we did not waste, but now we got a new color profile for. But the customer never knows that. They just get the object ready to go. Now on our end, hey, you have to worry about the maintenance of it. You have to worry about ink. You have to worry about cutting. You have to worry about banding. You have to worry about all these other things to it. As an end user, you don't. When you just buy something, hey, guess what? It shows up ready to go. So think about that too. There's going to be more time that's involved in it. The other thing is that there's right here, perfect answer, is time is money. That is correct. So while you're producing things, can you do anything else? Are you able to sell? Are you able to make things? Are you able to produce? No, you're usually running that printer doing that, so it doesn't allow you the opportunity to continue to sell. When you outsource something, it gives you the more opportunity to continue to sell because you're not in production mode. You just get to stay in sales mode and pushing things. So think about that as well. Curtis, thanks for stopping by. And Becky wants to know, does anyone in the group do laser engraved leather for hats? Well, Becky, my good friend and maybe roommate here, Renee, handles all of ours. In fact, I don't have that hat on, but she takes care of all my leather work. That's who I recommend people for leather patches, for any engraving for. Where's it at? For like this, and you can find Renee. Look at this, Renee. I'm going to be able to pull this off here and knock stuff down. Which, if you guys send me stuff, if anybody sends me letters or cards or samples or anything like that, you get to go on the wall. You get to have some fun up here. So with Renee, with our growler, you can find Renee over at, there it is. I did that. 3330 Oak Custom Designs. So Renee handles all of our laser engraving work. She does, our tumblers, our everything laser engraved, our patches. That's who takes care of that. And that's who I recommend for it. So what else? Yeah, we got that. Great. She'll be reaching out. Awesome. There we go. We made a connection. All right. Anybody else have any questions, comments, and concerns? Like I said, the part got here early, so I'm itching to get that boy back online. And I think if everything goes well with that getting back online, then by the end of the week, we'll probably have 2 printers ready to roll. And then I do believe in 2 weeks, our oven will be here. So we'll be able to rock and roll. And what that means, there's a good chance that prices are going to come down on DTF prints because, hey, now we're not going to have as much labor involved. And we don't have as much labor involved, then we can charge less for it. And I do believe by fall, we will have the 24-inch one, which will even bring down the prices even more. So on that note, reminder, tomorrow, webinar. Give me a good reason that you're not going to be there tomorrow. I'm waiting. There's no reason for you not to be at this free webinar. And then once you sign up, you're able to get your 1-page business plan template for free as well. So I'm going to throw that up here. And I'm going to tell you, you need to get over here. You need to sign up for it. There's no reason for you not to sign up for it. Head over to OurSuccessGroup.com/survive. And while you're there, make sure that you go ahead and you share that to as many people in as many groups as possible because it's free. And guess what? They're getting free stuff out of it. So I think you should totally get on board for it. Now, Facebook user, let me drop in here, wherever this one is. You're excited about DTF. So DTF, Facebook user, God, I wish I knew who you were, FU. Type out who you are, say excited about DTF and who you are. Because here's the thing. DTF, in theory, is a great thing. Practicality, it depends on the printer that you get because it's a converted printer. And by converted printer, it's doing things that it should not be doing. So there's going to be issues with it. I spent a good 6-8 weeks and probably close to 1,000 on materials and ink, just running it through, trying to dial in settings, trying to figure out because, hey, based on your environmental conditions, and by that I mean your temperature and humidity, what works for one person's settings may not work for the other. There's a huge learning curve with it, and it's slow. Let's be honest. We got to a point when with 13 by 19 sheets, we can get we can print 8 of those an hour. So when we had 165 pieces, it was 24 print hours, and without an oven or a shaker, you're manually powdering and dusting each one of them and manually curing them. And it sucks because of your process. If it takes 6 minutes or 7 minutes for one to print out, while that one's printing out, you can be curing and powdering one, but it doesn't leave a whole lot of opportunity to be able to do other things. So in-house, I would believe at a retail store, if I had, if we were still in the mall, perfect for that scenario to do those one-offs. Production, it's slow. It's slow. Just think about that, when you're getting into it. Oh, excited about DTF for one-offs. Yes, for one-offs, perfect for that. There you go. Perfect, Eric. Yeah, sign up for the VIP so you get the replay. Because, Eric, when you sign up for that VIP, it's only $9 for it. You're getting the recording. If you do make it live, you're able to ask questions during that live. And then what you also get, Eric, is not only do you get that one-page business plan template, but you also get our full business plan page template. It's only $9 for it. So I say you go ahead and do that. Todd just did DTFs for, and our customer loved them. That was my first time offering it. Awesome. Good to hear, Becky. I'm glad that they love them. They are. And if you don't know what DTF is, when we were back up and running, we'll do another Tuesday with Todd on DTF. It is not as thick as vinyl. It's not nowhere near sublimation, because sublimation is in the fabric. It is not as good as DTG, because DTG goes directly on the garment. Let me clear this out. But let me keep that one up. But what it is because what we do is we print on a film, and then we add powder, and the powder is the adhesive. The adhesive, once cured, is what allows it to become a transfer to go there. So there is some hand to it. The thicker or the bigger, blockier your image is with less voids, it's going to feel bigger and blocky, just like screen print. Screen print, when you get that big print on there with no halftones and no breaks in it, it feels big, bulky, and blocky. You're going to run into that. So depending on the screen print, it feels comparable to that. It definitely has less hand than an HTV. Not as good as sublimation or DTG. Depending on detail as well, fadings and gradients that fade out, you're not going to get that as well, unless we do some kind of like halftone dots that go out with it, because you have to add powder for this to stick. So there has to be something for it to stick to. So when it tries to fade out, it doesn't. Those are better for DTG or screen printing. So where was I going with it? Oh, washability on it too. Washability is going to be standard, just like everything else. 50 washes is pretty much the industry norm. Is where they kind of say, hey, if it lasts 50 washes, you're good. Printed HTV, this 50 washes. This is what it's good at for. To that, your customers, the DTF 50 washes. We've had a shirt that well over 50 washes. In fact, I don't even know where the shirt is anymore, but it is up over 50 washes on that. So good quality on that as well. To you, of course. Hey, I like that. But yeah, vaccine dose is higher priority. That's right. Oh yeah, because you had said that you had the vaccine, you were scheduled your vaccine before that, so you might miss one. So yeah, that's why you're going to sign up for that. Perfect. All right. On that note, hopefully we answered all your questions. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. OurSuccessGroup.com/survive. Ooh, question. Big question just popped up here. Now I can read it. I have trouble seeing my silhouette camo 3 cut lines, even with the LED backlight. Rhinestone World suggestions. Now I have the funds for the Epson 150 sublimation printer. Wondering if I should try that, but worrying about the limited to polyester. My memory polyester is not a comfortable fabric, but would prefer to do hard substrates products, not apparel, hoping to find a way to supplement on wood. You absolutely can sublimate on wood. There are woods that already have the polyester coating on them, so that way you're able to sublimate on them. Others have found success into putting a poly, the poly, like the Minwax poly on wood, and then sublimating on that. Personally, I don't do shirts with sublimation. It's not my thing. It's not my jam. I'm more of like, a great strawberry jam, and that's more like a peach jam. It's just not my jam, and that's fine. Other people's jam is their jam. Hard substrates, amazing on it. There is the learning curve with it. Now, as far as garments, 100% polyester is correct. That is going to give you the brightest, most vibrant, and most long-lasting prints that there is. When you go to any, because you can do blends, so you can do a 50-50 blend, so you can do that, but you got to remember, only 50% of the ink is going to be staying on the garment. The other 50 will wash behind or wash away. So you're going to lose that vibrancy for it. It's going to be that, that'll give that vintage look. Also, white is your best color. Anytime you move away from white, it's going to change the color. If you do it on a yellow shirt, you have blue, chances are it's going to turn green, because that's what happens when you mix yellow and blue, right? Yeah, yellow and blue, you get green. So there is no end-all, be-all perfect print method, but sublimation is a great one for that. And the amount of hard strokes, the amount of hard substrates that you can sublimate on is amazing. There's all kinds of products that you can out there. There's probably over 30,000 products that you can do. So sublimation for something like that, amazing. As far as seeing your cut lines, now, and I have never done this, and so I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe I remember saying that somebody had used a pounce sock, one of the socks with like baby powder in it, and went over their designs with that, and then wiped it off, and the powder went into where the cut lines were, and they were able to pull it off from there. I still have there's some certain colors. I have a hard time seeing. The backlights never really did much for me. I do the angle light, where you have a light at the side and you can catch it and you can see it across there. But that's an option too, is try that pounce bag. All right. Nobody has anything else. We're going to get into Taco Tuesdays. I think that's what we're having, some Taco Tuesday, because it is tacos and it is Tuesday, so why not? So you guys have a great night. Yeah, I think that is an interesting. Give it a shot. I heard somebody try. I have yet to try it because when somebody said something like, "Oh, I remember somebody telling me about this," and it totally makes sense. So why not give it a shot and see what happens? All right, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, OurSuccessGroup.com. Survive. That's what it is. OurSuccessGroup.com/survive. Get over there, sign up, be there tomorrow, 4 o'clock. You guys have a great night. We'll see you in 22. And until then, you keep being you. Knock the stuff